y'all, welcome back to Lantern Creek Farm.
We have been super duper busy. And I could have filmed it, but I just decided not to. I love filming when we're working on stuff. But you gotta like constantly move the camera around and stuff just happens so quickly. We also have sold the grow outs. They're gone. And Pipsqueak is gone. And so we went from 13 rabbits to 7 rabbits overnight. Somebody come and picked them up, picked up the grow outs. And so, like I said, we were going to process them, and we have been so busy that we weren't able to. And there was a local family that was interested in just buying them to process for meat, and so they took them. There is a surprise in that number 7, so let me go show you number 7. All right, everybody, meet Dallas. Isn't he gorgeous? We have been looking since we got into Rex's for a black otter buck. I'm super excited, super grateful that the owner that we bought Boise and Maybellina off of contacted me last Saturday and said, hey, I know you've been looking for a black otter buck, and we have decided that we are going to get rid of Boise's dad. She said he's done wonderful in shows, but I've bought a new buck. And so I'm so excited to get my hands on this guy.
I love it.
He's a beautiful and very welcomed addition to the farm. All right, guys. So today on the roster, the things I have planned to do is, or the main thing I have planned to do is to get this hutch right here in order. The wall that was there, the goats have tore it. Can you see where it's a different color there? The goats have tore it to pieces and literally put a hole in the side of the wall. I want to show you all what I've been doing with my chicken feed. So as you all know, if you watched before, we had the goats and we had the roll bale in here, and there was a lot of extra hay that laid on the ground from the roll bale. So let me show you here. So this is where the roll bale sat, and as you can see, it's kind of brown and stuff with the hay. So what I've been doing is throwing the chicken feed down. They want it. Throwing the chicken feed down along with the Grub Terra worms, which have worked excellent, might I add, since we have been giving the Grub Terra worms to my chickens. I don't know if it's the warm weather or the Grub Terra worms, but they've been laying a little bit more. So we're really going to test it because we're getting ready to have a cold snap again. Coming Tuesday, it's supposed to snow. Right now, it's about 50-some degrees. It's supposed to be 60 today. As you can tell, I took some layers off. I don't need this toboggan on anymore, but my hair is wet. I had a shower this morning, and so I haven't took it off because I don't want to get cold or sick. So what I've been doing is in these areas that have heavy hay, I've been throwing the feed down. That way the birds are scratching it up and they're loosening up those big clumps of wet hay. So you can look at the ground here. I don't know if it's really that noticeable on camera, but I raked some of the hay up yesterday and put it into their coop. They have flattened it. There was some pretty big hills of hay that I raked up yesterday. But if you notice, I hope you can. I don't know if it's really that noticeable on video, but there's some thicker, wet clumps of hay where I didn't put as much grain down for the chickens to eat. So what I'm going to do is continue to add that in those thicker areas and kind of thin this out. If we leave too much hay on the ground in one area, it's going to kill the grass. This is the hay that I've been throwing out of the rabbit hutch here. And so once we get this cleaned up, then we'll move on to that. I probably could rake that up because it is drier And I might do that today, or I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So if I'm going to get it done, I probably need to get it done today. Since we're talking about egg production, let's see how many they've laid for us. They usually scatter out laying throughout the day, so a lot of times there's not very many in here, but we just come back throughout the day and there's usually more. So this is a copper Moran egg. She has not been laying until yesterday. So this is Polly's egg, and I don't know which baby that is. Maybe Raven. Just 2 eggs for now, but there'll be more. Well, I gathered 1 out of the barn, so 3 eggs out of these hens today. But like I said, there'll be more. I got to thinking that I just need to go ahead and get that hay up while it's dry over there by the rabbit hutch. If I don't do it right now, I probably won't do it for a while. And just waiting on it to get wet and doing all that and then having to wait on it to dry, it just doesn't seem like the brightest idea. No sense in putting off tomorrow what could be done today. That's the saying, right? So what I'm going to do is just throw it in here because the chickens love to scratch on it, and also I don't have to go far, so bonus. Looks like it's got some clumping and some wet underneath here, so what I'll do is get the dry stuff off the top and then let the chickens do the rest of the work. As you can tell, this has been piling up for a while because I've just been like throwing it down. Mostly because it gets really, really wet here and muddy. And the hay kind of dries it up. That way I don't have to walk through so much mud after it rains or snows. But I won't be coming over here for a while because there is no more babies over here. And to be honest with you, I feel like there's nothing for me to do. Now that I don't have any goats and I don't have any baby rabbits right now or grow outs right now, I'm running out of things to do, guys. Probably gonna have to get me another animal, go crazy and get me another animal, and so I can find stuff to do. Could you all see me with a camel? Oh, it's cracking me up the more I think about it. Alright guys, it's done. As you can see, there is some hay and stuff, but like I said, I'll have the chickens scratch that up. I'm not gonna go crazy about it, and I'm not gonna sit here and just like dig up until it's a clumpy wet mess. So it'd be better to let them do it because they are good at things like that and it is natural to them. Okay guys, so this is what I'm talking about this. So I hope y'all can see it with the lighting right here. The goats just literally ripped that off and ate it and tore it off. And so what I'm going to do is try to take this off here, unscrew it, pull it off, clean the hutch out really, really well, and then maybe later on be able to find a piece of wood or something, or multiple pieces of wood that we could put this and use this on. So, or we could do like a wire or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But really, it just needs cleaned. So. Alright, let's take this off. I had one little nail in it there. Ew, that's gross. I'll bring y'all closer. Alright, so this is what's gathered. So when we put this metal in, we put it on top of the wood instead of underneath the wood, and that was the worst mistake we could make because the rabbits were coming on the part of the wood that we had the metal sitting on right here, and they poop right there. And so as you can see, it's really nasty, and from that corner there, this is the hardest part to reach. And so I would come in here and clean it, but I would have to crawl through the hole, come through, and do this. And so we really need to fix this. And so hopefully before we have new babies, I can work on this. This is my plan, is to get this fixed. Today we're just going to clean this out. I've got my J feeder here that has food in here because there was rabbits in here up until last night. Well. Alright. Now I'm just going to get these wood pieces off, and that's going to be the hard part. It would be easier to just cut the wire, because the wood is here. There's wood here, and what I want to do is put this wire underneath. And so if I cut the wire, I have hangover. So if I cut it right to the edge, there is hangover, and I can, but we'll see if I can get these out first before I do anything drastic. Guys, so this is how far I've got. I've got the metal off on this end and that end, but right now I'm just at a standstill. I don't know if I can really do any more today. It's a lot. I put water on it and stuff to clean some of that poop off, and so it's wet poop and urine right now, so it's really nasty, and so that needs to dry anyways. And so I think I'm just gonna leave it here and then maybe discuss it with Andy tonight and see what we could do a little bit different, if we even can do anything different, because here's the problem. How we made this is we've got this piece of wood here, we've got these pieces of wood here, and then underneath is a brace. Well, you can see it right here. This is a brace piece, and the poop is just staying there. The urine is just corroding it. Also, this is really dirty under here, and so I will have to clean this out and let it dry before I can get under there and mess with any of the metal. I'm wondering if we can just cut this, like take this metal off and then cut the wood, the brace piece, but I'm going to have to talk to Andy about it because he built this, so he knows. Also, I would love to have this wall not all the way solid. I would love even more to have it as a door that I could get on this end, as well as having the door on that end. But we'll just have to see if that's possible. Andy is better at these things. So I got it as far as I could get it, which was not much, but that's where I got it. And so I'm going to talk to Andy and see what he has to say. Alright guys, well this has been a very productive last couple days. Like I said, I showed you all that we got done. We've added a new buck. We got the cages up. We've sold out of the grow outs. It's just been so busy, but it's been nice. It's been nice to be able to get these things done that we've been wanting to get done. Like I said, I didn't record them because it's just so much easier to get those things done off camera and just not have to mess with the camera. So it's been really productive. Today we got a few things done that we're needing to be on the list to get done, but I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We have so much more we need to add to this rabbitry, mainly adding cages through this back wall. That way we have cages for grow outs. So we're just gonna have to start working towards that. We're just gonna have to work at it a little bit at a time. So anyways guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and hopefully we can see you on the next one. We'll see you later. Bye.